Hey guys, it's Melissa from Kiwi Banana here, and you're watching Mel from Raw Nourishment, and I hope you've done something that makes you happy today.
Hi everyone, it's Mel from Raw Nourishment. Welcome back to another episode. Today it is Q&A Thursday. My goodness, I'm going to answer your questions as best as I can. Please remember that I'm not a medical professional. I am basically doing the best I can with the knowledge and understanding that I have at the time. So this is all based on my own experiences. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, this first question is quite alarming. I have been vegetarian for 40 years and love fruit. Last year I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. My doctor attributed it directly to excess sugar consumption via fruit. There is so much wrong with that statement. Okay, now the first part of that, you're saying you have type 2 diabetes. That is linked to an excess consumption of fat. You said you're vegetarian and been vegetarian for 40 years, so I'm assuming you're eating dairy, correct? If you are, which kind of makes sense, otherwise you would be vegan, when you eat sugar, it starts out in the digestional tract when we eat it. Then it passes through the intestinal wall into our bloodstream. Then it moves out of the bloodstream and into our cells. And this happens so quickly, often within minutes. So if you have type 2 diabetes, that means that the sugar is going in through the digestion system into the bloodstream, but then it's getting stuck in that phase and it's not going into your cells. Don't blame fruit. And don't listen to everything your doctors say. Question everything they say. When you eat a low-fat diet, it is impossible to get type 2 diabetes.
So I am now on the book The 80-10-10 Diet by Dr. Douglas Graham on page 41. Now this information is going to solidify that what I've said before is true. So if we go down to the very last one, it says in 1998, Duke University Medical Center researchers reported the findings of a study demonstrating that type 2 diabetes can be completely reversed in mice by lowering dietary fat. Exactly what I said before. Then it goes on to say the study showed that foods high in fat were responsible for the onset of diabetes in the mice, whereas sugar had no effect at all on diabetes symptoms. The press release states, without the fat, the diabetes does not occur, even in diabetes-prone mice. When the high-fat diet is stopped in mice and have been raised on it, the diabetes disappear. Boom, baby.
Have you noticed any positive aspects on health, including when you're eating cooked foods? Okay, for me on my journey, I find that I feel the best eating raw. I know, it's a bit of a shock. I don't do it all the time because number one, it's boring to me. It's really boring. There's only so much fruit and vegetables I can eat in its whole natural form. I love sweet potatoes and rice, and there's no way I'm ever giving that up. I did it for about 6 months and it drove me insane. So there are so many health benefits. For me on my journey, it helped to cure my acne, it whitened my teeth, it changed my eye color. I'm slowly losing weight. I've got so much energy, it's just ridiculous. I've never been so happy in my whole life. You get to this point where you just see the world completely differently. Another thing is that when you become vegan, you have this mental clarity. And also I'm at the stage now, I've been on this journey for about 1.5 years. I have the desire to exercise, which is quite shocking because before you wouldn't even give me a bar of it. Now I'm like, let's go on the bike, let's go for a cycle. So yesterday I went for a 34-kilometer bike ride. And I loved it. And the only reason I had to come back is because it was dark and I didn't have a light on my bike because I'm just brand new and haven't bought one. So how much fruit is too much? Interesting question. For me on my journey, it's a bit of a learning experience for you. Having, let's just say, 3 mandarins, not enough calories. For me on my journey, I love bananas. Now these bananas aren't ripe because they don't have the spots on them. These actually aren't my bananas, they're my housemate Marty's. I eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 or 8 per meal. That's enough for my body. I love bananas because it keeps me full and satiated for a long period of time, whereas high water content fruits such as mandarins, they go in and out of me ridiculously fast, and you have to eat so many of these to get the calories you would in these. So bananas are amazing, dates are amazing as well, but be careful with dates and make sure you thoroughly brush your teeth because I've had some pickles with that. Log what you're eating onto Chronometer, and then you will be able to find out where is the balance when you're having maybe too much or too little, and how long does that fruit last in your body before you're craving your next meal. The biggest piece of advice for me to give you is to eat fruit in its whole natural form. It is so much harder to overeat when it's in its natural form. For example, eat bananas as they are without blending them. Alright everyone, before I go, I just want to say thank you for the questions that you have given me. I truly appreciate it, and I love answering as many of them as I possibly can. Before I go, I just have a little question to ask you. I'm thinking of doing a series video. Now, the first one I was thinking of doing either like a banana island or like a monomeal island, or I was thinking of doing starch solution. There's a lot of hype around starch solution at the moment, and I was just wondering if that's something that you would like to see. If this is boring and you're like, oh Mel, that's ridiculous, give me some suggestions. I really want to do a series. The last series I did was a 7-day raw vegan challenge, and it was a lot of fun. Let me know what you think. And next week I will have some incredible scenery for you, because I will be house sitting on a farm with horses, ducks, chickens, 2 little dogs, and the most incredible scenery. Continue to make better choices, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have an amazing week everyone, and see you soon. If you'd like to be featured in an introduction to any of my videos, then please check out the link in the description, and I can't wait to see what you do.